Hello students, am I audible? Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Hello students.
हो सर.
ओके. पहिलं लेक्चर संपलं ना तुमचं? येस. अंजली कदम.
येस सर.
पहिलं
संपलंय
लेक्चर
पहिलं लेक्चर.
संपलंय. ओके ओके, विल स्टार्ट. ओके ओके ओके. My slide is visible? Yes. Hello, good afternoon one and all. Slide is visible?
हो सर दिसते.
Yes. Environmental science, environmental microbiology. Environmental monitoring and bioremediation. Slide is visible?
Yes sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, well, so last time we have already discussed general characteristics of waste. Then next to that, after that unit, we have switch on to the another unit, that is unit number 3, environmental monitoring and bioremediation. 2 points are there: environmental monitoring and bioremediation. So first we would like to see environmental monitoring. I hope that you might have been heard this word, environmental monitoring. And in this environmental monitoring, we have to learn about clean room classification. Environmental monitoring, clean room classification, then routine environmental monitoring program in pharmaceutical industries. We have to give more emphasis on pharma industry or the production areas in various industries which are related to your health. Then microbial control in clean rooms and bioburden considerations in equipment and biocontamination control. And next point is the bioremediation approaches, types of bioremediation and applications of bioremediations. And last point is the environmental impact assessment, the concept and brief introduction about the environmental impact assessment. Okay. So first of all, I would like to ask from your class, anybody about, I hope that you might have been heard about what is the environmental monitoring. हा शब्द ऐकलाय का तुम्ही? Yes, anybody from the class? एन्व्हायरमेंटल मॉनिटरिंग शब्द ऐकलाय का? कोण सांगू शकेल मला, तुम्हाला काय माहिती आहे एन्व्हायरमेंटल मॉनिटरिंगच्या बाबतीत? येस, अंजली कदम, आर यू देअर? ऐकू येते का
Yes,
बाळा?
sir.
हा सांग
हो
बाळा.
येतंय.
येते, व्हेरी गुड व्हेरी गुड. तर एन्व्हायरमेंटल मॉनिटरिंग, माझं स्क्रीन आणि आवाज आणि माझा हे दिसतोय का सर्व व्यवस्थित, व्हिडिओ वगैरे?
हो.
तर एन्व्हायरमेंटल मॉनिटरिंग म्हणजे काय माहितीये बा अंजली तुला? कोण सांगू शकेल? हा सांग की बाळा, बोल बोल.
Uh, it can be referred as the tools and techniques which are designed to observe an environment.
Okay, it can be design tools and techniques to observe the environment. Then question arises, what is the significance to observe the environment? You have to design tools and techniques, that is you have to design some of the techniques, you have to design some of the procedures, and with the help of those techniques or procedures, you will get idea about the environment which is present in the pharmaceutical area, where there is a production of a pharma product, where there is a production of some of these health related product is carried out. So in those areas we have to monitor, we have to check, we have to assess, we have to find out, we have to determine the environmental conditions. What kind of environmental conditions? That is a living environmental conditions. Again, as far as living environmental conditions are considered, we have to determine what we have to determine. In short, the when we are thinking about this health of the human being, so present situation, as all of you are aware, the living entities which we cannot see by our naked eyes, those living entities most of the time solely responsible for this health, and that of these various living entities which are not visible to our naked eyes. So some of these living entities are sometimes what you can call it as a pathogenic, as well as sometimes what you call as a non-pathogenic or saprophytic living entities are there. And it is a necessary to determine, it is necessary to find out what you can say this what kind of pathogenic organisms are present in a specific environment where production is carried out, where filling is carried out, where packing is carried out, where analysis of that material is carried out. So you will get idea about the environment. So what happens when you will get idea, when you will carry out continuous monitoring, continuous supervision, continuous regulation, continuous control on that environment. So what happens, should when we will design those techniques, when we will design those techniques, those techniques will enable us to tell what kind of microbial flora is there, what kind of microbial flora is there. So what happens, environmental monitoring, it is designated by EM, so it is called as a EM program, and this is designed to demonstrate, this EM program is designed to demonstrate the control of viable living microorganisms and non-viable particles in a critical area. And basically that environmental monitoring is carried out, especially say for example food industry is there also environmental monitoring is carried out. Apart from food industry, in almost all pharmaceutical industries, in all areas, whether it is a production area is there, quality control area is there, storage area is there, packaging area is there, then what you can this quarantine area is there, where raw materials are placed. Everywhere environmental monitoring is carried out. So what happens, as far as our syllabus is considered, we have to give more emphasis on this environmental monitoring in pharmaceutical industries. And in that pharmaceutical industries, first we should be aware of what is clean room, and then clean room classification, Then routine EM program and microbial control in clean rooms, bioburden considerations, etc. we have to see. So when you go through the scientific literature, you will find that you will find that monitoring areas includes clean rooms for drug production, clean rooms for drug filling, clean rooms for drug finishing, formulation tank, formulation rooms, laminar airflow, laminar flow hoods, biological safety hoods, isolators, glue boxes, molding machines, kit assembly lines, intravenous compounding areas, sterile packaging. These article will discuss environmental monitoring from viable particles perspective. So this viable monitoring refers to the testing for the detection and enumeration of bacteria, yeast, and mold. And so it also includes the monitoring of the personnel involved in the pharmaceutical industry. It also includes the monitoring of the air. It also includes the area surfaces for this microbial contamination. And it differs from non-viable environmental monitoring, which is a reference for particle counts, which is measured by some of these techniques. So this viable counts provides this matrices on potential for contamination of companies' products, as well as demonstrating this veracity that a clean room is functioning properly or not, and the design being properly maintained or not. So surface and area monitoring exhibit the asepsis of the product manufacturing operations. So what happens, companies who have their clean room facilities monitored do so to ensure their desired required quality standards are met, and the areas that are sampled in a manufacturer's clean room include that areas include various areas are there. And these areas going for, first of all, would like to see some of these what you can say. So just now I have told you people that is environmental monitoring, EM. त्याला काय म्हणायचं, EM असं म्हणायचं, एन्व्हायरमेंटल मॉनिटरिंग. स्लाइड दिसते ना बाळांनो, स्लाइड दिसते का? येस, स्लाइड दिसते का?
हो सर, दिसते.
Environmental monitoring is a program designed to demonstrate the control of viable, that is a living microorganisms, and non-viable particle in a critical area. And these areas include clean rooms for drug filling, finish rooms, formulation tank, rooms, laminar flow hoods, biological safety hoods, isolators, glue boxes, molding machines, kit assembly lines, intravenous compounding areas, and sterile packaging areas. So these areas includes this monitoring of personnel, monitoring of air, monitoring of area surfaces for microbial contamination. And these areas differs from non-viable environmental monitoring, which is a reference for particle counts measured by these laser counts. So viable counts provides this information on the potential for contamination of companies' products, as well as demonstrating the accuracy that the clean room is functioning properly or not, clean room is properly designed or not, and being properly maintained or not, and surfaces which are present in pharma industry and their air monitoring exhibit the asepsis of the product manufacturing operations. So this is in short all about introduction about this environmental monitoring. Environmental monitoring ची ही सगळी इंट्रोडक्शन आहे. मग आता कोणीतरी सांगितलं, environmental monitoring refers to the tools and techniques designed to observe an environment which characterize its quality and establish environmental parameters. And for the purpose of accurately quantifying the impact on activity has on an environment, either to ensure this compliance with the laws and regulation. So what happens in this environmental monitoring? So what happens, there is a regulation is there is a control is there is a regulation of FDA, Food and Drug Administration Department is there, and this is a government operated, government controlled, government regulated authority is there. And that authorities are, say for example, the what you can, their international level, they have some of they have put forth some of these standards, and as per those standards, we after performing the tools, techniques, or after performing the procedures, you have to determine these results. And in that results, say for example, live particles, live microorganisms. Then again, in case of live microorganism, classification is there, that is a gram negative organisms. Again, in case of gram negative organisms which produces some of these toxic substances, what we call it as a that is endotoxin producing microorganisms. These are solely responsible for elevation of your body temperature. तर त्याचं किती प्रमाण असावं, तर त्यासाठी जे काय लॉज आहेत, रेग्युलेशन्स आहेत, मिटिगेट्स आहेत, रिस्क ऑफ हार्मफुल इफेक्ट्स आहेत on the natural environment, and we have to protect the one of the most important significance, one of the most important application, one of the most important objective of this environmental monitoring, that is to protect the health of human being. तर त्याचं काय असू शकते, मेन ऑब्जेक्ट, मेन एम, मेन इम्पॉर्टन्स, दॅट इज टू प्रोटेक्ट द हेल्थ ऑफ ह्युमन बिईंग. हे कशासाठी करायचं, तर आपणाला काय करायचं आहे, आपणाला हेल्थ ऑफ ह्युमन बिईंग प्रोटेक्ट करायचे आहे, त्यासाठी आपणाला हे सर्व करायचं आहे. ओके, अंजली कदम समजते का बाळांनो? आशिष, अस्मिता, भारती, दीपाली, येस, कोण सांगू शकेल मी आता काय काय सांगितलं ते समजलंय का नाही? एन्व्हायरमेंटल मॉनिटरिंग आपला जो काय टॉपिक चाललेला आहे, एन्व्हायरमेंटल मॉनिटरिंग. सो व्हॉट हॅपन्स, human population, industrial activities, energy consumption continuously grow. Human population, industrial activities, and energy consumption, it is continuously grow, or you can say it is directly proportional to your what you can, this demography, what you can say, this population, as human population is continuously increasing, and as a result of so as to satisfy this ever increasing demand of the human population, we have to enhance this industrial activities, and as a result of energy consumption, we have to increase. So this continued development of advanced automated monitoring applications and devices is crucial for enhancing this accuracy of environmental monitoring reports and cost effectiveness of the environmental monitoring processes. The next question arises about these environmental monitoring types. As far as these environmental monitoring types are considered, that is what you can say, that there are various what is environment. So many times I have told you people, anything around you people, we call it as an environment. Anything around you people, we call it as an atmosphere. So air atmosphere is there, water atmosphere is around you people. So the air, when you go through the scientific literature, you will find that there are three types of environmental monitoring. And these three types of environmental monitoring, that is the soil, atmosphere, and water. And these are the three environments, that is soil environment, atmosphere environment, air environment, and water environment, air environment. So what happens, as far as pharma industry is considered, कोणत्या प्रकारची मॉनिटरिंग करणं गरजेचं आहे फार्मा इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये? सॉइल, वॉटर, काय ॲटमॉस्फिअर? कोण सांगू शकेल मला? फार्मा इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये कोणत्या प्रकारचं एन्व्हायरमेंट मॉनिटर करणं गरजेचं आहे, फाइंड आउट करणं गरजेचं आहे? येस, फार्मा इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये कोणतं एन्व्हायरमेंट आपण मॉनिटर करणं गरजेचं आहे? So in pharma industry, it is necessary to monitor atmosphere or air environment or ambient environment, and the in that environment again various sub environments are there, or sub techniques are there, or sub what you can say this environments which are necessary. So the areas that are sampled in manufacturing clean rooms include. So one of the most important area, or one of the most important object which is to be monitored, and that object is nothing but personnels involved. As far as personnels involved in the pharma industry or manufacturing industry is considered, so there are basically two kinds of personnels are involved. So what you can say, these are technical persons and non-technical persons. As far as technical persons are considered, they are aware of some of these techniques, how microorganisms are entered into the pharma product. But there are some of these non-technical persons are involved in packaging areas, involved in cleaning areas, involved in some of these administrative areas, and those personnel require to train, what you call that is the required to train how microorganisms enter into the pharma product. That is, we call at that is personal training. We call that is good manufacturing practices. We call it as good laboratory practices. And in good laboratory practices, in good manufacturing practices, what happens? Training of the personnel involved in pharma industry is carried out. Training of the personnel. So personnel are the biggest source of contamination in clean areas. Personnels are the biggest source of contamination in clean areas, and these personnels harbor millions of bacteria, carrying with them everywhere they go. Gowning, as just now I have told you people, the personnel harbors millions of bacteria. Then question arises, how to stop, how to prevent this harboring of these millions of bacteria from the personnels involved in these manufacturing areas, personnels involved in what you can say that pharma industry. So they have been mentioned, gowning is the most effective way to protect the clean room environment from these personnel. And to assess this effectiveness of gowning, program personnel may be monitored on a regular basis for viable counts. तर काय सांगितलेलं आहे, gowning is the most effective way to protect the clean room environment from these personnel involved. And to assess the effectiveness of gowning program, personnel may be monitored on a regular basis for viable counts. So these personnels involved, तर त्यांचे वेगवेगळे टेक्निक्स आहेत. त्या टेक्निक्सनं काय केलं जात असतं, तुम्हाला ज्या तुमच्यापैकी कोणी आता फार्मा इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये जॉईन झाल्यानंतर बिफोर वेअरिंग दिस ग्लोव्ज, त्यांच्या हाताचे ठसे घेतले जात असतात, किंवा हातावरती किती लोड आहे, ते जे काय स्टराईल पेट्री प्लेट्स आहेत, त्या स्टराईल पेट्री प्लेट्स वरती काय अशा हे ठेवायला लावत असतात. आपला जसं याच्या वेळी कधी अंगठा वगैरे घेत असतात, तसेच काय हाताची बोटं आहेत, ती बोटं बिफोर तुमचे जे काय ग्लोव्ज घालण्यापूर्वी ते काही मीडियम प्लेट वरती उठवले जात असतात आणि मग त्या मीडियम प्लेट वरती मग त्याच्यानंतर बिफोर डिसइन्फेक्शन, आफ्टर डिसइन्फेक्शन और इंटरमिटंट त्यांनी काय सांगितलेलं आहे, पर्सनेल्स आर मॉनिटर्ड ऑन अ रेग्युलर बेसिस फॉर व्हायबल काउंट्स. आणि व्हायबल काउंट्स मग त्याच्यासाठी मग वेगवेगळे मीडियम इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये असतात. जनरल general medium for viable counts, the specific medium for viable counts, then the medium for what you call this endotoxin producing microorganisms are also there. So basically all of you remember well, the personnel monitoring employs contact plates. Just now I have told you people, contact plates to assess this microbial contamination of clean room personnel. तर कॉन्टॅक्ट प्लेट्स असतात, त्याच्यावरून आपल्याला काय करता येत असतं, मॉनिटरिंग करता येत असतं किंवा कंट्रोलिंग करता येत असतं, रेग्युलेशन करता येत असतं. त्याच्यानंतर one of the most important atmosphere which is present in the pharma industry, and that atmosphere is nothing but the air which is present in a clean room is controlled. So what happens in sterile production area, the air which is incorporated in sterile production area, the air which is introduced, that air is introduced through this what you can say this some of these filters, we call it as HEPA filters, that is high efficiency particulate air. So what happens, the air in clean room is controlled and monitored on a regular basis, that is a daily basis, weekly basis, quarterly basis, and on the basis you will get some of this data. And when you will carry out this statistical identification of data, you will get information in the month of January, in the month of first week of January, in the month of second week of January. So every month you will get information. Then you will get what happens when you will carry out statistical analysis, then you will obtain some of this information, and by use of that information you have to do some of these control measures. So here they have been mentioned for this daily, weekly, quarterly, for particle counts, temperature and humidity. Particle counts, temperature and humidity plays a significant role. Then HEPA filters are used to control this viable and non-viable particulate counts within the air. These HEPA filters have the capability to filter 2 micron in size, that is very well the size of most of the microorganism is greater than 0.45 micrometer. These filters usually run continuously, or they are calibrated flow rate in order to maintain the required air quality within the room. So what happens, humidity is usually kept at low level in order to help prevent the proliferation of microbes within the room, such as bacteria, yeast, molds, which tend to prefer damp conditions in order to replicate. So basically what happens, air, मग ते एअर मॉनिटरिंग करत असताना जे काय प्रॉब्लेम्स एनकाउंटर होणार आहात, ते प्रॉब्लेम्स हियर दे हॅव बीन मेन्शन. And air monitoring, as all of you are aware, microorganisms are ubiquitous in nature, they are present everywhere. But what happens in the pharma industry, there are some of the areas are there, we call it as sterile areas. There are some of these clean room areas are there. So what happens, as per FDA or as per controlling authority, regulating authorities, what happens, some of these standards they have been mentioned, and as per those standards we have to after performing those tools, techniques, procedures, you will get idea about this viable and non-viable particles. त्याच्यानंतर काय असतं की इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये सरफेसेस असतात. कुठे असतात, डोर सरफेसेस असतात, वॉल्स असतात, व्हेरियस इक्विपमेंट्स असतात. मग त्याचं काय करायचं आपल्याला मॉनिटरिंग करायचं मग त्याच्या काय प्रोसिजर्स असतात त्या माहिती आपल्याला असलं पाहिजे सो surfaces including most of these doors floors walls equipments which are cleaned and monitored on a regular basis for viable counts by using specially designed contact plates that contain a growth medium called as a trypticase soya agar TSA and sabrod dextrose agar. That trypticase soya agar which is used for cultivation of general bacteria and that sabrods dextrose agar SDA which is used for cultivation detection determination of general fungi. So this TSA is a growth medium designed for bacteria and this ESDA that is sabrod dextrose agar for fungi. That is the TSA that is a trypticase soya agar and ESDA are typically incubated at a different temperature. The bacterial the TSA which is to be incubated at what you can say to be incubated at 30 to 35 degrees centigrade and ESDA sabrods dextrose agar at 20 to 25 degrees centigrade and as per the FDA or as per controlling regulatory authorities for most of the fungi 10 days incubation period is required and for bacteria 24 hours to 48 hours is the incubation period Then as far as air sampling technique is considered in clean room, there are two techniques, there are two methods are there for air sampling. Active air sampling, which is drawn in a predetermined volumes of air. The air is drawn over sterile media plate, which is later incubated to show or to reveal the number of viable organisms per cubic feet or per liter. Currently, this agar impaction is the method of choice throughout the industries, agar impaction. Using a specially designed and using a specially calibrated piece of equipment which holds this media plate under perforated lid and draws the in a known amount of air on this air, one can accurately measure the amount of viable bacteria within the air. So air sampling techniques are there. Simply you remember आपल्याला काय पाहायचं आहे environmental monitoring and in this environmental monitoring air sampling techniques are there. That is what you can say this just now here one word was there impactment technique, that is air samples are drawn in a predetermined volumes of air then on a sterile media, then these plates are incubated at desirable time temperature incubations and this then by this technique we can determine the organisms present per liter per cubic feet or per liter. That is solid impaction technique is there and like liquid impaction. In solid impaction technique meaning itself indicates that the air by some of these devices, some of these techniques, that is predetermined volume, we have to force, we have to inject, we have to add on these surfaces of sterile desirable agar medium. And in this liquid impactment or liquid technique, liquid medium is there and bubbling of air you have to carry out in those liquid medium and then those liquid medium either the measured quantity you have to add on the solid media or from those liquid medium by use of what you can say this turbidity technique you have to measure this turbidity and that turbidity you have to convert number of organisms present per ml and on the basis of number of organisms present per ml in case of this liquid impactment method, and in case of the solid impactment method, whatever result you will get it, those results you have to get it compared with the controlling authorities results, controlling authorities results. त्यालाच सेटलिंग प्लेट्स किंवा पॅसिव्ह एअर सॅम्पलिंग असं म्हटलेलं आहे. सेटलिंग प्लेट किंवा पॅसिव्ह एअर सॅम्पलिंग. What is that settling plate? Petri plates containing sterile growth media which are exposed to the environment for a specific period of time, usually between 30 to 60 minutes, and can be exposed up to 4 hours before comprising the integrity of the media itself. So viable organisms which settle on the media surfaces will grow after the plates are incubated. तर इथं काय सेटलिंग प्लेट टेक्निक एक सांगितलेलं आहे त्यांनी. सेटलिंग प्लेट टेक्निक म्हणजे काय करायचं, फॉर एक्झाम्पल स्टराईल आपल्या प्रॅक्टिकल लॅब मधला जर काय लोड फाइंड आउट करायचा असेल तर काय करणं गरजेचं आहे, स्टराईल न्यूट्रिएंट अगार पेट्री प्लेट किंवा आपल्या कॉलेज कॅम्पस मध्ये आपण जर लोड फाइंड आउट करायचं म्हटलं तर यू हॅव टू एक्सपोज यू हॅव टू एक्सपोज दिस स्टराईल न्यूट्रिएंट अगार प्लेट्स at various localities. Say for example आपली microbiology laboratory, apart from microbiology laboratory, if you go through this canteen, if you go through these other laboratories, that is a physical science, physics, chemistry laboratories, as well as in the library, so you will get idea. काय आयडिया मिळेल, लायब्ररी मध्ये बऱ्यापैकी हे असते, काय असते, and there is involvement of the peoples, involvement of the students, as well as again if you carry out this settling plate technique in canteen area, when you carry out this settling plate technique in some of these remote areas in our college premises, so you will get idea about this number of colonies. That is again that number of colonies will depend upon whether exposure timing is 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. त्याच्यावरती काय होणार आहेत, naturally settling of the organisms which are present in the atmosphere. So these organisms are always in the form of suspended, what you call it as droplets or droplet nuclei, and these droplets or droplet nuclei, depending upon their weight, they travel from one place to another place. So in settling plate technique, with the help of settling plate technique also you can determine, you can carry out, or you can monitor those areas, you can monitor those areas of the pharma industry मध्ये मॉनिटर करू शकता तुम्ही. अरे सुरुवातीला 47 51 होते, आता 40च राहिलेले आहेत, सोडून जातात काय? येस, मनाली मस्के आहे का बाळ तू? मृणाल कांबळे
यस सर
आहे. बर बर बर. नाझनीन इनामदार.
यस सर.
Yes, sir. Ritu Shelar, are you there? Ritu Shelar.
Yes, sir.
Ba, Ritu Shelar, समजते का काय? Is there any problem? काय टॉपिक? नो सर. ऋतुजा जाधव आहे का? ऋतुजा जाधव. श्रद्धा शेलार आहे का? श्रद्धा यादव.
सर.
येस. तर आता आपण जे काय पाहिलेलं आहे कशाचं, एन्व्हायरमेंटल मॉनिटरिंग, दॅट तुम्हाला आता काय करावं लागेल, त्याच्यातले एमसीक्यू कशा पद्धतीने विचारले जातील त्यासाठी त्याची तयारी करावी लागेल. एमसीक्यू कशा पद्धतीने विचारले जातील त्याची. तर आज आपण आता इथे थांबणार आहोत. मी थोडीशी तुमची प्रेझेंटी घेतो. अबोली भिलारे.
Yes, sir.
अक्षय लोटके, अंजली कदम,
Yes, sir.
आशीष गलने,
Yes, sir.
भारती एलमार,
Yes, sir.
दीपाली निकम,
Yes, sir.
गहाडगे शिवानी,
Yes, sir.
जागृती जाधव,
Yes, sir.
मनाली मस्के,
Yes, sir.
मृणाल कांबळे,
Yes, sir.
नाझनीन इनामदार,
Yes, sir.
ओंकार उबाळे, पूनम कोरडे,
Yes, sir.
प्रज्ञा शिंदे,
Present, sir.
प्राजक्ता मोरे,
Present, yes, sir.
प्रसाद साळुंके,
Yes, sir.
प्रशांत बुदवले, रेश्मा मुलानी,
Yes, sir.
ऋतुजा डांगे, ऋतुजा जाधव, ऋतुजा पवार,
Yes, sir.
सचिता कुचेकर, संतोष लोहार,
Yes, sir.
संयोगिता सालुंखे,
Yes, sir.
शिवानी जाधव,
Yes, sir.
श्रद्धा शेलार,
Yes, sir.
शुभांगी पिसे, स्नेहा मोरे,
Yes, sir.
स्नेहल पाटील,
Present, sir.
विद्या सोनवणे,
Yes, sir.
वैष्णवी पवार. हे बाळांनो काय प्रॉब्लेम असला तर सांगत चला. येस, एनीबडी इज हॅव्हिंग एनी प्रॉब्लेम यू प्लीज टेल अस. नाउ आय वुड लाईक टू स्टॉप दिस शेअरिंग अँड देन शेवटपर्यंत थांबायचं. जे कोण सोडून जातात त्यांचे ते एक मला ऑप्शन काहीतरी दिसतोय ते बंद केल्यानंतर ऑटोमॅटिक तुमची काय जे प्रेझेंट आहे त्यांची प्रेझेंटी सेव्ह होत असते. तर तुमचे
Hello,
जे
sir.
काय
सर प्रेझेंट राहिले माझे.
कोण आहे बोल की बा.
ऋतू शेलार.
ऋतू शेलार. बर बर. आणि शेवटपर्यंत सिद्धी शिंदे.
Yes, sir.
शेवटपर्यंत जायचं नाही. आता सुरुवातीला 50 का 51 होते, आता 39च आहेत. ते मी बंद केल्यानंतर मला एक ऑटोमॅटिक काहीतरी तुमची कुठल्या तरी याला प्रेझेंटी सेव्ह होत असते. तर सर्वांनी शेवटपर्यंत थांबणं गरजेचं आहे. अदरवाईज ते कॉलेजला जी प्रेझेंटी जे काय आपलं OIT डिपार्टमेंट आहे त्यांच्याकडून काढल्यानंतर तुमच्या त्या डे टू डे परफॉर्मन्सला परत प्रॉब्लेम यायला नको. द simple things you have to obey all these things. So now I would like to stop this sharing. मग त्यानंतर मला ते बंद करू द्या.
कमी केलं तर